A strange pattern many people have noticed: as long as you are waiting for someone, they stay silent. As long as you keep checking your phone, remembering the past, hoping for even one message, nothing happens. But the moment you stop waiting, calm down, and start living your own life, suddenly a message appears. Hey! How are you? And in that moment, something inside you turns upside down, as if a door to the past has opened again. Why now? Why not when I was hurting? Why not when I needed answers? Why did he show up exactly when I had almost moved on? But your ex does not have an alarm clock set for the perfect moment. And he does not have supernatural powers. Psychology explains all of this. So here are 5 reasons why your ex decided to come back. The first reason is loss of control. As long as you are waiting, a person feels that they still matter to you. Even if he left. Even if he does not text. Even if he acts like he does not care. Somewhere deep inside, he may understand, I am still being waited for. I still matter. That gives him a sense of control. He can doubt, disappear, live his own life, because he feels sure that if he ever wants to come back, the door is still open. But when you stop waiting, everything changes. You no longer text first. You no longer look for excuses to start a conversation. You no longer show your pain. You no longer react the way you used to. And suddenly, he feels it, the control is gone. He is no longer the center of your life. No longer the main character in your thoughts. No longer the person your entire day revolves around. And that is when he may feel the urge to remind you of himself. Not always because of love. Sometimes simply to check, can I still affect this person? The second reason is fear of losing you for good. The human mind often starts valuing something only after it has lost it. As long as a person is sure you are still emotionally available, he may not notice your value. But the moment you become calmer, stronger, and less accessible, anxiety begins to appear inside him. What if he never comes back? And that fear can push an ex to send a message. But it is important to understand this: fear of loss is not the same as love. Sometimes a person comes back not because he is ready to build a relationship, but because he is scared that he is no longer being waited for. The third reason is that you change in his eyes. When you are suffering, pleading, explaining, trying to bring the relationship back, the other person sees your dependence. He sees that his presence controls your emotional state. But when you let go, your energy changes. You become calmer. You stop trying to prove your worth. You stop begging for love. You stop trying to hold on to someone who chose to leave. And suddenly, your ex starts seeing you differently. You are no longer the person who is waiting. You are the person who survived it. And that can be attractive. Sometimes people are not drawn to your pain. They are drawn to your strength. Not to your request for them to stay, but to your calmness after they left. The fourth reason is loneliness. Sometimes an ex comes back not because he realized his mistakes, but because his new life turned out to be less exciting than he expected. At first, he may have thought that ahead of him there would be freedom, new emotions, new people, and less responsibility. But time passes. The novelty fades. Freedom turns into emptiness. Other people turn out not to be perfect. And memory starts showing only the good moments from the past. How you laughed together. How you were there for him. How you supported him. How you understood him. And he starts to miss it. But there is an important difference here. Missing warmth does not mean being ready to love. Missing the past does not mean being ready to build a future. Sending a message does not mean someone has changed. Sometimes a person does not come back to you. He comes back to the feeling you used to give him. The fifth reason is a wounded ego. It is unpleasant, but it happens. An ex may come back not because he loves you, but because your indifference hurt his ego. Before, he thought you would answer immediately. That you would be happy. That somewhere inside you, there was still a place for him. But when you become calmer, when you no longer run toward him, it can hit his self-esteem. And then the cautious messages appear. How are you? It's been a while. I just thought about you. Sometimes I think about us. At first glance, it may look like a comeback. But sometimes it is only a test. Is the door still open? And if you immediately return to your old role, if you forgive everything again, start waiting again, and become emotionally available again, he may feel that the control is back. And when control comes back, interest often disappears again. That is why the main question is not why your ex came back. The main question is, what did he come back with? With actions, or only with beautiful words? With a real desire to build a relationship, or with an attempt to get your attention again? A real return looks different. A person does not just write, "I miss you." He speaks honestly. He admits his mistakes. He takes responsibility. He does not pressure you with pity. He does not demand that you forget the pain. He does not appear for a couple of days only to disappear again. Because love is not just coming back. Love is changing enough not to repeat the thing that ended everything in the first place. Exes often come back when you have already let go, because that is the exact moment they feel it. You no longer belong to their past. You have become calmer, stronger, freer. And now your job is not to prove that you are worthy of love. Your job is to understand whether this person is worthy of having access to you again. Because sometimes an ex coming back is a second chance. And sometimes it is the final test before you fully choose yourself.